Zombies. Everyone has their own idea of what a zombie is. A mindless, brain-eating monster. This, of course, is how we perceive zombies, because that's how the media portrays them. Let's take a look at how shows, movies, and games explain the undead phenomenon.
The film Contagion is a movie that displays the rapid spread of a disease. This disease is modeled off of a combination of influenza and a virus called Nipah and is extremely deadly. This combination could not exist due to incompatible genomes. Although this virus is just Hollywood make-believe, there's still a lot to learn from Contagion. A quickly spreading virus is capable of transmitting across the globe within a matter of days, making a worldwide epidemic of a zombie flu plausible.
The Last of Us is a video game that uses the cordyceps virus as a key factor in igniting the zombie outbreak. It is spread through the air by spores, and victims are involuntarily contaminated. On the other hand, Resident Evil, another video game, talks about the T-virus. It was created by a pharmaceutical company that originally injected it into humans and animals to create bioorganic weapons. However, the idea backfired and made zombies that attacked their creators and humanity.
The T-virus isn't real, however, the effects are very gruesome and spot on for the idea of zombies. Once the virus is injected into its victim, the skin begins to decompose while the subject is still very much alive. As this is going on, the limbic system and frontal lobe begin to perish until the victim has lost sanity. Their hunger begins to curb, and eventually only human flesh can satisfy their craving. Jumping back into reality, the cordyceps virus, as seen in The Last of Us, actually only affects ants. The virus is found in the cordyceps fungus. Once the virus finds a host, it brainwashes the ant, making the helpless creature crawl to a high elevation and releases spores from the fungus that grows from their head due to the virus. These spores are intended to find a host and repeat the process all over again, even if it means killing other ants.
Although there isn't an actual zombie virus, there are some diseases that give the patient zombie-like qualities. If combined, these diseases could potentially create the ultimate zombie virus. Let's start with prion diseases. These diseases are characterized by neural loss, which results in brain damage. Memory impairment, personality changes, and difficulties with movement all arise because of these diseases. Some symptoms include rapidly developing dementia, difficulty walking, hallucinations, muscle stiffness, confusion, fatigue, and difficulty speaking. A disease that deals more with the hunger side of creating a zombie virus is called Prader-Willi disease. People that have this condition have a ventromedial hypothalamus that doesn't function properly. Instead of this brain structure telling your body when it's full, it stands by idly. Therefore, the person continues to eat and eat. If there was a way to curb the hunger toward human flesh, we may have the start of a zombie on our hands. In order to make our zombies act rabid and out of control, we'd need something like rabies. Rabies is spread through a bite from the animal carrying the disease. This could help spread our potential zombie plague quickly and efficiently. However, rabies affects the central nervous system and ultimately brings about death. Symptoms of rabies include insomnia, hallucinations, confusion, and agitation. If these diseases could be slightly modified and somehow combined, they could create a merciless virus that would have the potential to be called the zombie virus.
Next, let's look at some real-life examples of zombie-like behaviors. First is the Miami cannibal attack, shown on the left. Brady Eugene was under the influence of bath salts and synthetic cannabis when he attacked a homeless man, Ronald Popo. Ronald lost his nose, eyes, and 80% of his face. Another example would be Michael Daniel. He was also under the influence of synthetic cannabis. He chased a neighbor while barking and growling. He then proceeded to kill and eat his neighbor's dog. There's no known cause of why synthetic cannabis or bath salts cause cannibalism, but high levels of dopamine caused by these drugs could cause harmful side effects.
Let's take a look at how a zombie's brain may perform. The motor cortex, which controls movement, may be slightly damaged in the case of slow-moving or limping zombies. However, in the case of fast-moving zombies, such as those seen in World War Z, would be better functioning than normal people. The frontal lobe would be completely impaired, making reasoning and judgment unable to be used. This is why zombies are merciless. Zombies clearly have a hard time with speech. It can't be determined whether the parietal lobe or Wernicke's area would be damaged, because we don't know for sure if a zombie would be able to comprehend language. We wouldn't know this because they would be unable to form words because of a damaged Broca's area. However, even if they could understand speech, they may be unable to act upon request due to an impaired frontal lobe. The sensory cortex would be completely damaged due to the fact that usually zombies, as seen in pop culture, don't seem fazed by sensory input, especially touch. Thanks for watching!